Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin and this is our snack for the journey, and we are doing this week walking through the book of Zechariah, one of the last books in the Old Testament. So it's Zechariah, and then next week we're going to see the book of Malachi. But Zechariah and Haggai, they work together to bring the people together, to rebuild the temple, to have relationship with God. And it's very interesting because it's not just to build the house, it's building the relationship with God. It's building the service to God, to build the worship to God, to serve, to obey, to have relationship with God. It's not just and it's interesting because it seems that they had to. They betrayed. Looks like they betrayed God. They came to build the house, and they start building their own house. They were afraid. They don't want to do it. They don't want to get involved with that. And God has to use those prophets to bring them back to Him, and bring them back to the mission that He has. And there is a very interesting verse in the chapter 12, verse 10. Because it talks about that, and then throw us all the way in the New Testament too. 12:10 says, "And I will pour out on the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and supplication. They will look on me, the one they have pierced, and they will mourn for him as one mourns for an only child, and grieve bitterly for him as one grieves for a firstborn son." God here is telling you, and this will be related to Jesus being pierced, that they're going to see Him and they're going to mourn because they are going to understand that we mess it up. And in this case here, it's about He's going to pour out the house, on the house of David and inhabitants of Jerusalem, a spirit of grace and supplication. It's grace and supplication because they will understand that they betrayed God. They were supposed to have fellowship with Him. They're supposed to serve Him. They're supposed to worship Him. They're supposed to follow Him. They're supposed to obey Him, and they did not do that. And He said, and the Lord says, "I will do that. I will pour out in the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of grace and supplication." Then they're going to realize that, oh my goodness, we mess it up. We betray, we stab God, if we could say that. We stab God in the back. We betrayed Him. We betrayed Him. And this happened then, and this happened in the future with Jesus when He was pierced. And some people realize that we did that. We did that. And they felt sorry for that. And this attitude, it should happen in our lives. And sometimes God will do this to you and will do this to me. It's going to be sometimes in our lives that we're doing everything that we can for us, and then suddenly we realize it's like the spirit of grace and supplication is poured out on us. Suddenly we realize that, oh man, I'm not doing anything for God. I'm not worshiping Him. I'm not following Him. I'm not listening to Him. I'm not doing anything. And we need to understand that we're it's like we're betraying God. He's being so good to us, and we're doing nothing for Him. And it's a sad situation, and God will do that sometimes in our lives, and help us to realize, to understand how far we walked from God, and bring us back. And it's grace. It's grace working in our lives, helping us to understand what we did and what we have to do now. And this is your snack for the journey. God bless you.